My name's Dean Clark, I'm the Managing Director of Presona UK, and we're going to take a look at the solution we provided on site, baling some of the product we have behind you.
My name is William Nichols, I'm Managing Director of Ecogen Recycling in Alresford, Hampshire. Behind me is some of the material we produce. This is sorted office pack. We also recycle a range of other plastics. This is plant pots and trays. We also have PP bulk bags here, and we recycle the majority of plastics from polystyrene to mixed strapping to PET. Behind me is a lorry that's just come into our site, which has got baled cardboard on it. Whilst these bales are actually mill-sized bales, they don't fit very well into containers, so we put all the material that comes through into the Presona LP65, makes the bales nice and uniform, which allows our guys to safely stack them inside containers or on lorries for further transport to the paper mill. Behind me is our Presona LP50 baler. We were originally going to part exchange this baler when we ordered the LP65, but we decided it's been such a reliable machine for us that we would move it with the help of Presona's engineers into its own document shredding plant. Presona then integrated the entire system with our existing conveyors and shredder, including all the emergency stops, so it effectively now operates as one system and lives in its own home here in the shredding plant. This is Toby Mottram, who's the operations manager at our Alresford site. Toby, a few words, if you would, on what the LP65 has done for your production.
Well, since we put the LP65 in, we've seen an increase in our bale density and bale weights from around about 450 kilos up to about 500, even up to 800 kilos for some of our bales. The particular strength of this machine is the plastics with the cross-tie system. Now, having the cross-tie system allows us to put through plastic bales up to 500 kilos, around about 12 tonnes an hour.
At Presona, the backbone of our technology is the pre-press. In conventional balers, they use a shear, which is a knife against the front of the main ram. You expel lots of energy just trying to cut through and bale the material at the same time. What we do to solve that problem is have the pre-press. The pre-press enables us to pre-compact the material before the main press makes the bale, meaning our machines are extremely energy efficient. So Will, you had a requirement for a larger capacity production on site?
Yeah, very much so, Dean. As a relatively new company, we're in this sort of growth period for our business, so growing capacity sort of 10% month on month meant that the existing equipment we had, while fantastic and reliable, was just no longer big enough to keep up with our the throughput requirements effectively.
So you needed a new solution for what you were doing?
Exactly, yeah. So you supplied us this brilliant LP65 that's behind us.
We certainly did. We supplied you the LP65 with cross strap, so you were able to do a multitude of materials.
Absolutely. It's no, we've been very impressed, certainly from an energy efficiency point of view. We find the pre-press, just, it's energy is simply a very expensive thing.
It certainly is.
So, it has to run on our existing power that we've got on the site. We've not got unlimited electricity, so that really helps.
So you had reservations about moving such large equipment around on site?
Yeah, absolutely. We've previously had problems on installs before moving heavy machinery around. There's obviously a number of factors we have to consider: older buildings, less stable floors, that sort of thing. So yeah, in this case, it just absolutely went perfectly. The engineers who came knew exactly what they were doing. They had the right equipment, they had the right method statements. Everything was done in a really safe and stress-free manner for me, which was lovely.
See, from our point of view, it was quite an interesting challenge, because trying to move the machinery around existing equipment and over uneven surfaces and uneven floors with very low ceilings meant that everything had to be almost man-handled into position. So getting your old equipment out and your new equipment in, keeping you operational as much as possible was quite one of these things we had to run through quite quickly. So to get this done, it was a challenge, but we rose to the challenge.
Oh, absolutely. And the time frame it was done in as well. I think the entire installation was done in about 7 days. That's removing the old baler, installing it in its new plant, putting this baler in. The conveyor stayed where it was. That had to be lifted. The machine literally skated underneath by inches. And when you're dealing with equipment of this size, that's a pretty impressive thing to do.
So you're happy then?
Absolutely, we have a great relationship with Presona.